You guys clicked on the video. You already know why you're here. I've decided we're not quite done with Unova just yet. We have to look at Black and White 2 and see what a more expanded Unova region has to offer us. I can assure you of this right now, guaranteed, you've never used this team. You've never even thought of using this team. Unova has never seen these exact 6 Pokemon work together to bring down Team Plasma and knock off Iris to become the champion. I'll let you guys get to brainstorming what I could possibly have put together. But for right now, I just want to get this team started, because my goodness am I excited. So we'll kick off our team today with Ampharos. I figured, why not pull out some sort of 2nd gen power and go with one of the earlier Pokemon in the game that may fall to the wayside for some people since they become so obsessed with getting Lucario or Azumarill there in Flockacy Ranch. You want to get Mareep and train it to level 30 so you can have a little Ampharos action joining you. It sort of felt like the perfect replacement for a starter in this instance, since almost everyone would quickly choose to use Riolu over their starter if they were replacing it. So you know the Pokemon, what is its moveset? The moveset on Ampharos today is Thunderbolt, Power Gem, Signal Beam, and Confuse Ray. Thunderbolt is of course a big time stab move, so I had to include it. You can get the TM in Victory Road, so you can run any one of the miscellaneous other electric moves in Ampharos's pool until then. Power Gem is next, learned at level 35 for some extra coverage. Signal Beam is a tutor move. In Driftville City, you'll find someone teaching it and other moves for red shards. You'll need a lot of red shards for the movesets I'm giving you today, so be sure to get as many as you can. Finally, we have Confuse Ray, learned at level 29. Ampharos felt like a really natural starting point as the very first Pokemon on the team. But as we know by now, it doesn't become an unused team until we're several Pokemon in. So let's continue. Next up on the team, I decided on Swoobat, an incredibly unpopular choice for a flying type in this region in my opinion. Why would you ever use it when Sigilith is so much better? And of course when Swanna offers a lot of practicality. It's just not popular enough to the general populace, so it's perfect for adding onto the team. You can find Woobat in a few places in Black and White too, but most of them are pretty late into the game. The Guidance Chamber in Mistralton Cave will probably be your earliest chance to get one, which is still a little later than I'd have liked. Lends plenty of credence though to the idea that using Swoobat is right in line with the video. It evolves at level whatever. You just need to give it a bunch of love and up that friendship. Well, that said, let's see the moves. Swoobat has Air Slash, Psychic, Energy Ball, and Heat Wave. So Air Slash is learned at level 32, and Psychic will be learned at level 41. So at least we've got 2 moves easily learned. The other 2, they're gonna have to be worked for, as Energy Ball needs Surf to go and get in the starter town, and then Heat Wave requires Shards, which needs 10 Yellow Shards to learn and won't be learned until Humalao City. It's actually a great moveset, it's just a little annoying to get. But if you don't like being annoyed, remember, this is all but a suggestion for a set. Next up, we're getting a little normal, as I picked up Lopunny for the team. This waifu of far too many people is, in my opinion at least, not a common choice for many in Black and White 2 when they reintroduce so many good Pokemon alongside an already strong Unovan roster. Now, a big part of why I chose to pick it is that Baneri is only available in White 2, having to be transferred into the other game, which could be more trouble than it is worth for some. You'll find Baneri in Castelia City, and then it'll evolve with some high friendship just like Woobat. We love Pokemon here at Mystic Umbreon, folks, just not that way. Anywho, let's move into the moveset. Return, Jump Kick, Fire, and Ice Punch are your Lopunny moves today. Let's run through them real quick. Return is a TM that you get for beating Charon for your first gym badge. Jump Kick is learned at level 23, and the Elemental Punches are move tutor moves you can give up 20 shards for in Driftville City. It's a steep price, but collecting these shards is a fun little side thing to do in Unova, so it's okay. Lopunny is kind of underrated for having decent coverage in its pool, and a somewhat usable attack stat. If only it could Mega Evolve. Oh well, moving on. The next Pokemon in this team is Umbreon. I know, right? Imagine me bringing up using Umbreon. It's crazy. However, it's actually perfect, as it is arguably the least useful evolution in Unova, which would play a big part in it being a last choice for people. Like, when you face the leaders, you're better off having any of the stone evolutions or Espeon. At least they offer some good coverage. Umbreon is just not the best play, but for today, you better believe it is. You can get Eevee in Castelia Park, accessed from the sewers. You'll have to evolve it at night with some love to get Umbreon, but that's not a big deal for me. I just meet an Eevee and we're automatically best friends. Enough about me though, let's look at the moves. Well, this is an interesting set. Dark Pulse, followed by Toxic, Moonlight, and Protect. It's all about stalling with this one, as Dark Pulse requires you to give up 10 blue shards in Lentimus Town, while the 3 other moves offer Umbreon the ability to do what it does competitively, but in-game. Toxic is a TM you get in the Seaside Cave near Undella Bay. Moonlight is learned at level 33, and finally Protect is another TM you'll get for 6 BP at the Pokemon World Tournament. So be prepared to do some light grinding in that fun place. This is the only way you can make Umbreon pretty useful in a playthrough of these games. And it definitely is sort of bittersweet to me that I have to admit it's probably hardly used. I love it and would use it, but thankfully I'd probably never put it with the other 5 Pokemon on this team. So it fills me with even more conviction to feature it. I figure we should close out this team with 2 more Unovan Pokemon, especially since you'd have to think more people on average when playing these sequels probably shed away from using them at all, since they were the only options they had in Black and White. We want a water type, so we're getting one. It's Alomomola. What could have been better than picking this as our water type when we've already made so many concessions with the rest of the team? It's only available after you've gotten Surf. So something will have to be a mule for a moment as we go out on Route 4 and find a palindrome in the rippling water. It doesn't get much simpler of a moveset than this. Surf, Scald, Ice Beam, and Shadow Ball. Surf in HM is gotten from Charon on Route 6 after you deal with the Plasma Frigate. Then, with Scald, it's the reward for beating Marlin for your final gym badge. Ice Beam is a TM you'll get in the Giant Chasm when you surf near the Route 22 entrance. Finally, there is Shadow Ball, which you'll get the TM for in the Strange House on Reversal Mountain. Alomomola actually brings a pretty decent lineup moves to the game. And while definitely a very unused Pokemon, it isn't useless by any means. We'll wrap up the team with one really good Pokemon closing us out, the Fire-type Darmanitan. It's available in the Desert Resort as a Darumaka, though I guess there is a chance you could find N's Darmanitan, I think. It's a whole sort of complicated procedure, so I'll just be on the lookout for an easy Darumaka in the sand. It'll evolve in the Darmanitan at level 35, and get access to that destructive 140 base attack. You'll love to see that. See, it's not all bad Pokemon and weirdos making up this team. We've got a rather popular choice here too. Let's see those moves and wrap this video up. We're featuring Flare Blitz, Hammer Arm, Dig, and Rock Slide as our final moveset of the day with our Darmanitan. The first moves are learned at levels 33 and 35. Nice early on moves that are going to be the best you get to rock with on your Darmanitan. As for Dig, you'll get that TM on Route 4 of course, and it'll be a nice one to have since you can't exactly use Earthquake. Finally, Rock Slide is found in Mistralton Cave. One last bit of nice coverage. It's a good all-around set for a good Pokemon, and it's further proof that no, this isn't just a reskinned worse team or something. So that's it. The team once again is Ampharos, Swoobat, Lopunny, Umbreon, Alomomola, and Darmanitan. I can pretty much assure that you've probably never even thought of using these 6 together to begin with. And quite frankly, I'm surprised I even did. Let me know though, prove me wrong. And try to be believable about it if you're going to make such a boisterous claim. We'll be back next time in Kalos, but for now, I'll leave it here and look forward to what you guys have to say. Welcome back to the outro, folks, your favorite part of the video. Thank you for enjoying another Mystic Umbreon video. We made it through the end of the 8th generation, and now we begin the long trek into late 2022 where Pokemon Scarlet and Violet await us. It's a whole new world we'll live in, but we still gotta catch them all. However, there's still a ton of videos to do and experiences to have until then. If you're interested in more Mystic content, check out my TikTok and the Mystic Umbreon Shorts YouTube channel. If we get the 10k followers on TikTok, I'll be doing a viewer's choice video. If you like Genshin Impact, check out my Genshin channel Teibachinary. So if you all enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. See you next time.